What's up, guys? Welcome to today's live. In this live, I'm going to talk about the difference between an online fitness brand and an online sales funnel, or an online fitness sales funnel, and which is better for getting to $20,000 to $30,000 a month as a personal trainer transitioning online. So I see a big differentiation between these two, and both sides have value, but let's kind of talk about what the differences are, because I think a lot of people will focus on one but not the other because it feels like a better idea, right? And so let's kind of talk about like brand versus sales process. So having a brand is a broader concept. It's more about your identity, your values, your reputation in the industry you're speaking to, and really what you embody and you represent, right? So it's how you present yourself and your service to the world. A sales funnel, on the other hand, is more of the step-by-step process that guides a potential customer through the buyer's journey from awareness to purchase. And they're both really important, but if you focus on one more than the other, you can hurt your overall business. And so let's kind of dive into it. If you have a well-designed sales funnel, you will actually convert people. But if you have a well-designed brand and process communicating your values, you'll create loyalty and more of an emotional connection with people. You need both. And I see some people do one way too far and then the other way too far. And you really need to kind of figure out how to combine them in a way that is true for you. So kind of going back to it, trust and loyalty are really important when it comes to why someone's going to pick you. Because at the end of the day, let's say you have two competitors, right? They're side by side, and they both have similar results. They have testimonials, etc. The person people feel more connected to values-wise will probably get the business of the person with similar values versus just results alone. And so, whenever you see somebody with like a lot of authority, but then you don't feel connected to them, you often will pick somebody maybe smaller or different, right? If you compare like a massive authority with a big following versus like maybe a smaller company, but you feel like that smaller company has better values and they connect more to what you value, you're going to pick them. Even if results are similar and one brand is bigger per se, right? Because we buy for various reasons. Number two, sustainability. When you have a mission and a brand, people start to just share your stuff because they believe you represent them, right? And when somebody shares your stuff, that's even more powerful than someone just buying your stuff, right? Because someone can land on a landing page and buy your stuff because they believe you can solve their problem. But when someone is sharing your stuff constantly, that means they believe you're like them. And they're different, right? A lot of times we all buy things on the internet all the time, just once. But there are people's stuff we share, we constantly look at, we resonate with on a deeper level. And that's the difference between brand and sales process. And once again, when you combine them, it's really powerful. Whenever you think about this long term, you always want to understand this from an offer standpoint, because I notice a lot of people have niches, right? And a niche is not necessarily an offer. And I think a lot of people think, well, if I have a niche, then I have a unique offer. An irresistible offer is when you combine branding and sales process, you combine them together so you have something that's really unique. It's your values. It is how you think about the world. It's very detailed, like information on you and how you think and you speak. And then you add it to a market that you're passionate about serving. And that's why we really believe offers are very important. And whenever you get this wrong, you really lose trust. Let's say you go without a brand, you don't get as much trust and loyalty and sharing for people. Let's say you don't have a sales funnel or a way to convert people. You have a lot of people who like you, but they don't buy anything from you. On the other side, let's say you go into a really effective sales funnel, but it has no soul to it and it's too complicated. People may click through it a little bit, but they're going to get lost and they're going to forget about it because it's going to feel very, complex, right? And so once again, I know this is kind of random and a little bit all over the place, but you really need both to be successful in your business, because really good branding without a sales funnel will lead to people sharing your stuff, but they don't buy anything from you. And you don't really have a proper way to convert these people or create an indoctrination that is about the process of what you sell. Just sales process alone, let's say you try to run cold ads to an audience when you don't really have a good brand that's communicating that value. Then people don't really connect to you. They don't trust you, even if you have results. And so I see this problem all the time where, let's say somebody comes in, they want to go really fast in their business. They're like, all right, they have no optimized social media and they want to run ads. that person struggles because they have no brand. And so the ads almost aren't very believable. It makes people look like a scam. Or on the other hand, let's say they have a really good brand, but they have no sales funnel. They have so many people like in their audience, and they don't even know who is in their audience for what reason, right? And so it just ends up being kind of this mess. And so I share this today because I think it's a really important distinction where if you're really like good at sales and you're really passionate about entrepreneurship and you're like an entrepreneur nature and you just want to make money, you need to focus on your brand and really think about how to establish more of your values in your marketing. If you're somebody who is like really authentic and you love to connect and share your values, but like you're kind of like weird about sales, you need to get a more effective sales process to help demonstrate different elements of your process and your offer and talk about your offer more. And so I bring this up because it really gets mixed up, and I see two kind of sides, right? You see that the marketers that are branding, you see the salespeople, and they may be in the same market, but they communicate totally differently. One person's DMing everybody and just trying to get on the phone. One person is just posting all the time about their values. It's all this, philosophy and psychology. And when you combine them and you can become more effective at both, you truly start to get the most powerful outcome, which is a lot of money and a really fun process of marketing. You start to enjoy what you do. And so I thought I'd share this because in our process, we really kind of combine these two into a unique offer that is a much more powerful long-term marketing strategy than just building out funnels or just writing content alone or just get good sales. You kind of have to have all three to be effective in your business. Whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, Instagram, these are all kind of a congruence thing, right? On every platform, you don't want to have different messages and conflicting messages. So anyway, hope this helped somebody who is in the process of building their business and they want to get to $20,000, $30,000 a month and really scale their business, but they're just really not sure what's missing or what to post or what to say or how to communicate themselves in a way that really optimizes for income and living through their values. So anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you guys have any questions, you can always send me a DM. I'm happy to analyze what you're doing right now and give you some honest feedback and see if what we do makes sense for you or not. So hope you guys have a wonderful day.